guys!
Hey guys!
We're the Dorkerys. What is that? Is that like just affirmation that that's who we are? Hey, by the way, before we start, first of all, love the hat. Yep, we're a big Schitt's Creek fan. Not what this video is about. Also, love the pigtails. This might be the debut of pigtails on the Dorkerys.
Surely I've had pigtails before.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I've had pigtails. Maybe not braids.
Yeah.
Definitely have had pigtails.
Great job. So, Lady Dorkery, the year is 1999.
Yeah?
Drew was 20, trying to figure his way through life. Fara was 17, still in high school. And something big happened that year.
Something really big. So I was dating this guy.
Whoa, no, whoa, easy. We don't want to hear about your dating history that doesn't involve Drew. It was a year, you know, people were getting ready for, remember Y2K?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so everybody was like, the world was going to end. They were all prepping. Like, the clocks had no capabilities to go forward.
It's true.
Time was going to end.
The clocks don't know what to do.
And if the clocks don't know what to do,
Also,
the computers don't know what to do.
Never mind that there's like several different time zones.
I didn't think about that.
Oh no, that was the question. It's like so okay, but what time
Eastern's
zone?
first.
Right.
Yeah. Or actually our friends across the pond were first, and I guess we could see if everything exploded there, then we could all go into our bunkers.
That was the big question: was exactly when does the world end? For which time zone?
Yeah. So you'd be like, yesterday for our friends, the world ended. Anyways, I digress. 1999 was much bigger than getting ready for Y2K.
I partied a lot like it was 1999.
I'm trying to get to the point of the video here. Star Wars returned after a very long time.
Bum, bum.
Yeah. And it was Phantom Menace. And it had Ewan McGregor. It had Liam Neeson. It had not Hayden Christensen yet. And it had, what was her name? What's the queen's name? What's her real name? She's Natalie Portman. And, you know, fun, great cast. And then, of course, it had Jar Jar Binks.
Mr. Jar Jar Binks.
All right, so Lady Dorkery, always the center of controversy.
Much controversy.
Where do you land on the Jar Jar Binks? Fan or not a fan or indifferent?
I feel like he's hated more than he should be hated.
Yeah.
I think that I find him fine in the movies.
Okay.
I feel like cartoon version annoys me.
Okay. You know what annoyed me more than Jar Jar Binks and Phantom Menace? Young Anakin. That kid.
Here's the thing though. At the time, I loved everything about it.
Okay.
Like at the time.
Oh yeah, because it's been years. You had probably never even seen a Star Wars movie in the theater.
Never
this
in
was
the theater.
Your first one.
Never in the theater. However, so Jar Jar didn't annoy me. Anakin didn't annoy me. I
were all in.
I was all in. Watching them back sometimes, because now when you watch them back, you usually watch them back with the original trilogy. You usually do an all-out binge.
I like trilogies better. Let's go with
You usually do an all-out binge, as if you say everything wrong. Then comparing them side by side, it's sometimes a little wonky.
Yeah.
However, I'm never one to complain about Star Wars content.
Right.
Give it to me. Give it to me more.
Right.
And I'm going to like it.
That's what she said. And also, it introduced some good villains, right? It had the first battle droids. Those were fun. We had the trade. Was it the Trade Federation?
Roger.
Right. Yeah.
That was my comment. That was my affirmation. I was saying that instead of saying right.
We had Sebulba.
Sure.
That was kind of, he was kind of like, you know. And then we had, of course, what I consider one of the best Star Wars villains of all times, Darth Maul. So great, amazing. Like, if you got anything from that movie, you got Darth Maul. And Darth Maul, you know, at the end, you thought, oh my gosh, they've killed off a great villain, but we all know he came back later and goes on to be in Rebels and goes on to be in other things as well. So, and then I am under the belief that we will see Darth Maul even more on Disney Plus and live action. But that's not why we're here today. This is not just a retrospective.
We're not
of,
like, here's what
know.
we think about the Star Wars
Right.
90s trilogy.
So, one more thing. Lady Dorkery, did you ever go to a place called KB Toys?
KB Toys in the heart of every mall ever.
Yes. I think I went to KB Toys more than I went to Toys R Us.
Okay.
Because KB Toys was closer, and my parents were, if they didn't ever want to go to Toys R Us by itself, right? But they went to the mall.
KB Toys was in the mall.
Right, and it was right by
in all the malls.
Clothing places like that. Remember they had the little table on the outside, and they always had the little dogs and the little flippers and stuff like that. And I didn't get a lot, but so here's
Don't show it yet.
Okay.
Give some kind of build up.
So I'm a big fan of.
You can show it.
I will. I'm a big fan of a book, and it is the first appearance of Darth Maul, and this is the photo variant, and then this is the.
I love that cover.
That's a great cover, and we've been constantly sending this book in. We've yet to get a 9.8. We're trying. A 9.8 in this book is pretty expensive. And so I'm constantly on eBay looking for Phantom Menace comic books. Constantly. And I came across this. I can't remember if it was a bid or if it was a buy it now, but I think it was.
No, go ahead and say that before you show it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What?
It was a bid, it was a buy it now.
I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was a bid. Okay? And it was not labeled very well. And actually, as a matter of fact, I think it was like Phantom Menace Collector Pack 1 through 4, right? And that's all it said. And it didn't have the first appearance of Darth Maul, and actually Mace Windu as well, is number 3. So it wasn't listed in there, so if people were doing a search for Phantom Menace 3 in comic, this wouldn't have come up. So I got this, believe it or not, for $24.
Show it, show it.
So it is from KB Toys.
KB Toys!
1999. The Star Wars 4, look at that, Dark Horse, 4-pack, Episode 1. So we know that the first issue is in there, and a lot of people get that. There's the kid that we were just talking about. There's the little annoying guy right there. So, you know what though? He as a grown adult, he still loves Star Wars and does a lot of conventions.
And we don't know anything about him as the person.
Yeah, I'm sure he's great.
But child Anakin is
just
somewhat of a turd.
And then you got number 2 of 4 there. So we know the other 2 are in there, Lady Dorkery. We know the first appearance of Darth Maul is in there. And normally, like, I've seen these on eBay before, and they're just shot to you-know-what.
This is so great.
This is the, I mean, you can look, like, right here. This particular issue is, I know we're getting a lot of shininess there, but it's mint. I mean, it's mint. This one's got a little bit of a tick right here.
Is this held together with staples?
No.
Push the clamps.
Yeah.
The
So
clamps.
actually, it's.
Oh, that's the
it's
sealed kind.
It's sealed. So, but here's the other thing, and here's where the conundrum is. All right, I like to say that word. I believe that these are newsstands, and newsstands in these are very, very hard to find. So, say for example, if you were to get this, which this is a direct edition because it actually says direct sales. If it's a newsstand, it says Star Wars Presents, or it says Star Wars, or it says something different besides this direct sales right here. It's got the name Star Wars. And it makes this book in whatever grade, 9, 9.4, 9.6, 9.8, it makes it super expensive. So we have an untouched, possible newsstand, first appearance of Darth Maul and Mace Windu in that pack. And there's no way of knowing unless you take something that has been sealed for 22 years and open it up.
I think we should open it.
Do you think we should open it live here on camera? Or do you think we should let our viewers decide? Which, you know, we're probably going to open it.
I kind of just want to open it right now.
All right, let's open it right now. You know, I was hoping you were going to say that because I brought a pair of scissors. And I'm going to be ultra careful here. And I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to go up the sides here.
So I normally do not see...
I'm doing it!
I normally do not see comics that Drew buys until you see them.
Yeah.
But I was with him on Mail
so
Day.
Excited to get this.
And the reason that I hung around to see... Normally I'll say, don't show me, right? But here's why I said... Okay, go ahead and show me what's in the box. And I really wished I had been filming. We always say we're going to film like when we get our mail. I wish I had been filming so that you could see that it took Drew a good 10 minutes to open the box that this was in.
It was packed
and
like
the
a
entire
champ.
time he was saying, I have no idea what's in this box. I was like, what'd you order?
It looked like a slab.
What
and I was like,
what
I
came
didn't
in the
order
mail
a slab.
today? He's like, I have no idea. And the whole time, so for 10 minutes while he's unwrapping this thing, it was packaged
There was enough
very
bubble
well.
wrap for...
He was saying, no idea what it is. No idea. Man, I do not remember what I ordered. That in itself was hilarious. And then when he finally was like, I remember, I was like, well, now I've been watching you do this for 10 minutes. You have to show me.
Yeah. So, I think I've got it. No, a little bit more. I will say this, that...
it's sealed up top too, baby.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely send these in. I don't believe, because these have been untouched, I don't believe these need a press, which is a good thing, because that just obviously adds to time and money on that.
It's a quicker thing.
But I will definitely be sending this in with my next submission. Of course, the question will be,
no,
where will I be sending it to? So that's for another video later. I'm almost there, Lady Dorker. This is quite the thing.
These are like the sealed plastic. You know, like when you...
Like you what?
Well, you buy tools or you buy things like that, and it's like you need a tool just to get the tool out of the package.
All right, first things first. I'm trying to make sure, because this...
It's static clinging to the plastic. You got it?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so first things first. Here we go. We've got issue number 2. And bad news, Lady Dorkery.
Yeah, it's got some creasing.
No,
from the,
no.
No, it's not a newsstand?
It's not a newsstand.
Okay. Did I see some... Okay, no, I was looking at the Dark Horse. There's a little...
Here, take it.
Okay, there's a little bit of...
Here's issue 4. Not a newsstand. It's so disappointing.
Man, it's so smooth. Other than this little corner, and it's not...
The Queen. Now I'm wishing I had kept it sealed.
So, see, this one's completely smooth.
Yeah.
This
Good
one
news,
just
though.
has a little bit of a bump, but it's not a fold.
We've got some tickies on here. There's the big one.
Let me see.
But what's interesting about this is, and that's what doesn't make sense to me, is that I believe the other ones had a much thicker cover. These are normal kind of thin. I wonder if they're even second prints.
So there's only one tick on that one. There's a little
Doesn't
bit
say
of a dollop. I'm not finding the right word because I don't want to say it's not
clean.
an indention. It's just a little bit of a... Let me show you. Maybe Drew knows the word for it. So right here, this one has just a little bit of a dollop right there from the plastic encasing, but it's not a crease or anything like that.
Yes.
Like if you wanted to press it, you could press it.
Yeah, so like this one, for example, I believe we got hit. This became a 9.0 because it had scratches because it was that thicker cardstock. These aren't thicker cardstock, so it's kind of weird.
So it looks like at least 3 of them have a little bit of just a small tick right there. It's not color breaking from the plastic case that it was in.
Yeah.
It's right here.
So maybe these do need pressed because I don't
Other
think
than that,
they're minty.
are perfect.
They're minty. So, I definitely think I'll be sending these in to Era 212 to get pressed, just for the simple fact I don't want to take a chance and try to rush this and send it in and not get back a 9.8, because the difference between a 9.6 and even this 9.0 that I have now on a 9.8 is pretty significant. So Anyways.
It's a pretty fun collection to have, though, of these.
I would love, like...
Imperfect. I mean, where else are you going to get a, what'd you say, 22-year-old?
22-year-old.
Comic book literally has never even been opened.
The complete run. So, but there you go. We unsealed it. 22 years it was in its sarcophagus.
That's what
yeah.
That's exactly the word I was thinking
We got it out of its tomb. And we're going to not read these because we have readable copies of these.
I love.
But we're gonna get these graded. We're gonna get these pressed, and we're gonna get these graded. You know what? This may be a great thing to try the other thing out with. You know.
Could be.
You know, try maybe another grading service. Maybe a CBCS.
Maybe we just look.
Get them all.
Because for one,
CBCS.
it would be cool because. Are we talking about this now?
Yeah.
Because one of the things about switching over to a different grader is you get a different label that doesn't go with your other labels.
Yeah.
But since this is a full set of something, you would be starting with a full set of something that all has the same label.
Yep.
So it would be like an easy introduction to like a new label.
I like it. I like it.
Because it's still a set.
Yes.
Even though they're different than...
Yep. I like it. So there you go. Not new sins. That's the worst. But good news is they're out. They're ready to be pressed, graded, and get some high grades of some what I believe to be Star Wars history and KB Toys history. But we ruined the KB Toys history.
We did. We totally cut it with scissors.
And in the meantime...
Go Dorky!